So here we go in the book of Malachi, chapter 1. And this, like I said, I have plenty of other scriptures that I could go to prove my point, but I think I made a good enough point of what I'm trying to imply here. So we're going to skip over a little scriptures and we're going to go to Malachi, chapter 1 here. And this is the reason why also we shouldn't hate Esau, because that's the Most High job. All right. I mean, don't get me wrong. We can hate all the atrocities that, him, because he's mixed with Canaan, which is a people that hate the Most High. He's mixed with that group. So we have all of the reason in the world to dislike Esau because of that. You know what I'm saying? But as a person of who he was initially born to be and who he's from, we're not supposed to hate Esau because he's still from our lineage of people, which is of Shem. All right. Then it says the burden of the word of the Most High to Yasharallah by Malachi. Verse 2. I love you, saith the Most High, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Most High? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. All right. So when Esau and Jacob parted, Esau went south. He went south towards Yemen, that area, right? Or Timon, or Idumea, you could say. Okay. With the, I guess the capital was Petra. All right. So that's where Esau dwelt. Okay. He didn't dwell in the Caucasus Mountains. When Esau and Jacob parted, it didn't say Esau went north to the Caucasus Mountains or the North Sea or something like that, right? Because that's where the Canaanites were. That was their area. So right there, it's another reason why you can't say that Esau is white, because if you want to say that the white people are Caucasians from the Caucasus Mountains, then you also got to say that Esau was from the Caucasus Mountains, but Esau wasn't from the Caucasus Mountains because he went south. Okay. Verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build in desolate places, or the desolate places, Salakia, thus saith the Most High of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against the Most High have indignation forever. Why? Because Esau hated Jacob. Esau wanted to kill Jacob because he was told a lie by his uncle Laban that Esau stole his idols and took Leah and Rachel along with him. But that was a lie. That was Laban who double-crossed Jacob, and told Jacob that, he didn't, well, first, Jacob, he wasn't wise in the law, right? Jacob wasn't wise in the law. So what Laban did with Jacob is he sort of fooled him, all right? He fooled him at a feast that they had at Laban's house, because Jacob wanted Leah. No, he wanted Rachel, right? But Leah was the older sister. Okay, so being that Laban, just like I said, he was an idolater, so he was a devil and a deceiver from the beginning, man, right? So he didn't let Jacob know that that was the things with. This is how the law is of the Most High. You got to have the firstborn first, and then, the second one can be your second wife, or she can go to another husband. So when Jacob came to Laban's house, he fell in love with Rachel, not Leah. Now, both sisters was beautiful, but I think Rachel was more voluptuous and Leah just had a prettier face, right? Not to say that Rachel didn't have a prettier face, but Leah probably was more prettier in the face and Rachel just was voluptuous, right? In other words, she probably had big breasts and a big ass, right? So that's who Jacob um, yearned for. That's who he wanted. But Rachel was the second daughter. She wasn't the first. So Laban, being how deceitful he didn't tell Jacob that because Jacob didn't know of that. So Jacob told Laban that I will work for you for 7 years and you can give me Rachel. And Laban was like, okay, I can do that. I can give you Rachel. But in Laban's mind, he like, well, don't he know that Leah is the oldest daughter and she got to go first? Maybe he don't knows that. So I'm going to use this opportunity to take advantage of Jacob and let him work 7 years. And then when it's all said and done, I'm going to tell him that he have to take Leah instead of Rachel. Right. And that's exactly what he did. So Jacob worked for Laban 7 years. And after the 7 years was up, he told Laban, hey, all right, I'm ready to get up out of here. Let me get Rachel and let me get up out of here. So Laban told Jacob, well, according to our law and our customs, you have to take the first daughter. So my first daughter is Leah, not Rachel. So you have to take Leah. So, of course, Jacob was disappointed, but he still loved Leah, but he wanted and desired Rebecca. No, not Rebecca, Rachel. Sorry. So Laban said, well, if you want Rachel to be your second wife, you got to work for me another 7 years. So Jacob was like, another 7 years? Like, damn, all right, cool. But I want Rachel so badly, I'll work that extra 7 years for you. And that's what he did. So he worked the extra 7 years. And when Jacob did that faithfully, he did according to the custom of our people. Laban, just like I said, he was such a devil. He despised that. He didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because, I don't know, maybe he wanted Jacob to remain. I think that's what it says in scripture, that he wanted Jacob to remain working for him. But Jacob was like, no, I'm just going to work this 7 years and get my wife and I'm going to get up out of here. So being that Laban felt some type of way about that, he told Esau that Jacob stole Rachel after he have given him Leah, and then also stole his idols. So that's the reason why Esau hated Jacob. And then on top of that, Esau was already pissed off for what Isaac did for Jacob, which wasn't Jacob's fault, by the way, because Rebecca told Jacob to do what he did with Isaac. All right. That wasn't Jacob's idea. So Jacob wound up thinking that, Esau stole his blessing, but he really didn't do that. That was really Rebecca stole Esau's blessing for Jacob, because Esau was the daddy's boy and Jacob was the mama's boy. Isaac loved Esau, right? And Rebecca loved Jacob. So Rebecca was the one that told Jacob to go in there and deceive your dad into making him believe that you're Esau so that you can receive the blessing. That wasn't Jacob's idea. So Esau was already pissed off at Jacob for doing that, because when Esau came from the field, he came to find out that Isaac has already blessed Jacob, because Jacob dressed up as Esau to get the blessing. That's what Rebecca told Jacob to do. So he received that blessing from Isaac, and Esau was pissed off because he the one that went into the field. Isaac told Esau to go into the field to get the venison, which was the beef. But Rebecca heard that, she eavesdropped and heard that, and told Jacob to dress up as Esau in Esau clothing and then go fetch 2 of the kid goats out of the field, and then I'm going to cook it, and then you're going to bring it into Isaac and receive the blessing. So that's how that went. And then Jacob did all of that before Esau returned. So after Jacob received the blessing, that's when Esau came in with his venison, and that's what confused Isaac. Isaac was like, hey, wait a minute, you just came in and bought me something to eat. Like, what's going on here, And that's when Esau thought that Jacob did it in a deceptive way by deceiving Isaac into receiving the blessing. That's when Esau started crying and told Isaac, Is that the only blessing you have? You're not going to bless me, right? So that right there shows that Esau was a faithful man. He believed in the Most High, right? These white folks today, they don't believe in the Bible. They don't believe in the Most High. They keep Christmas. They keep New Year's. There's nowhere in Scripture that tells us to keep those customs of the world. Esau believed in the Most High because he asked Isaac for a blessing. If Esau was the today's white people as today, then he wouldn't be asking Isaac for a blessing because Isaac was a man of the Most High. And in order to receive a blessing from the Most High, you have to go to a man of the Most High, which was his dad, Isaac. And Esau believed just that much in the Most High that he received that blessing, which was the blessing of the sword and to live in the fatness of the earth. Basically is another terminology for all of the best places on earth, in which they do today. Right? So that's what happened between them. Okay, so that's the reason why the Most High hates Esau, because according to the law, you're not supposed to hate your brother. And Esau hated Jacob, and he wanted to pursue Jacob with the sword and kill him after the death of Isaac. And that's the reason why the Most High hate Esau, because you're not supposed to hate your brother. Now, I'm pretty sure if it was the other way around and Jacob was pursuing Esau and looked to persecute and kill him after the death of Isaac, then the Most High would have said that I hate Jacob and love Esau. You see how that goes? So you're an enemy of the Most High if you're not keeping his laws. And one of his laws is to love thy brother with all thy heart. Right? What is love? Keeping the commandments of the Most High. That's love. It's not loving unconditionally. It's not agape or agape love with this new doctrine. Love, according to the book of 1 John chapter 3, is keeping the commandments, or it's the second chapter, I believe, right? So that's true love, keeping the commandments. If I love you as a brother, I'm keeping the commandments with you. I'm not going to kill you. I'm not going to steal from you. I'm not going to slander you, which is lie against you. I'm not going to covet what you have, right? I'm going to encourage you to keep the Sabbath. I'm going to encourage you to worship only one God, which is the Most High, the God of the Bible, right? I'm going to do all of these things according to the commandment. That's what love is. Love is keeping the commandments. So if I love you as a brother, I'm going to keep the commandments with you. All right, that's love. But according to Scripture, Esau didn't show Jacob that love. He wanted to kill Jacob, right? So that's what's being said here, Salakia. So that's the reason why the Most High hate Esau, okay? He didn't hate Esau just because he was an evil kid. He hated Esau because Esau hated Jacob, and he wanted to kill and persecute Jacob. So this is the reason why we can't hate Esau, because if we start to hate Esau, then the Most High is going to hate us. Okay? So that's why we can't hate Esau. And plus, Esau is black. You know, the Canaanites are white. So if you want to hate someone, hate the Canaanites. They're not of our lineage, they're of Ham. And they hate God, and they hate God's people. They don't follow the Bible. That's why they keep in Christmas and Thanksgiving and New Year's and Lupercalia and First Sunday and Easter, which is giving honorarieship to their queen, which is Semiramis from Babylon. Okay, who's the Babylonians? The Canaanites. Okay, so that's their lineage of people. This is their custom. This is why I say we shouldn't follow customs as Christmas, man. Right? We shouldn't be keeping these customs, because it's not our custom. It's not biblical. We're Israelites. We're not Canaanites. All right. But I'm going to end that there. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got things to do. You know what I'm saying? I could have brought y'all like probably, you know, 2 more scriptures or whatever. But that's the point that I wanted to make. This is the reason why we shouldn't be keeping so-called Thanksgiving. This is the reason why we shouldn't be keeping Christmas, and do not keep so-called New Year's, which is Janus, the two-faced ancient Roman god, right? Which is really a Canaanite. And then Lupercalia right after that. And then First Sunday. And then Easter. We shouldn't be keeping none of these customs, man. These are pagan customs. These are customs of the world. Vain customs, man. And the Most High hates it, man. All right. So I'm going to end it there. Once again, This is your brother Yahweh Yasharah from the Sea Souls of Israel, the Rocks of Offense, and also the ambassadors of righteousness, the restorers of paths, and the repairs of the breach, and the advocates for Christ, and the peculiar servants, dropping you another quick hitter, or long hitter, I should say. Hopefully that it was enjoyable. Hopefully that you guys got something from it. If you got something from it, I did my job, which I'm very, very thankful to the Most High for. Until the next time, I say, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. Peace out, Yasharallah.